As I crested over the sand dune, I quickly felt the van sinking in. Oh no, I've lost my speed. This is the worst case scenario in deep sand. As I struggle to keep the van moving, it starts bucking wildly, gripping for traction and then instantly losing it, each time digging itself a little deeper. Not all is lost. Before I resort to my MaxTrax, I have one more technique to try. Good morning, San Felipe, Baja, Mexico. We are here on a beautiful spot. We are parked right on this bluff overlooking the Sea of Cortez, and it was just a glorious morning this morning. Where we are right now is more of a free spot, and I don't know if you guys remember, but last year when we were here, we stayed at the zombie camp. I'll put a link to it right here, and that was a really fun and interesting camp too. But this is a little more wild and definitely a beautiful place. And look who's here. Kathy's up, and I think she's going on a hike maybe. There's another couple right over here with a Sprinter van. There's a couple of big RVs down here on the beach. I think there's more of an RV park down here. I am happy as can be up here. This is an awesome little spot to camp at for the night. So we're going to push off from San Felipe and head southbound. We are going to go into town and see if we can find a bolt for George's bike rack that broke a bolt a couple days ago. And we're going to see if we can get the right part to then be able to fix it ourselves. So it's going to be fun to explore a Mexican hardware store. All right, we are here in a hardware store in San Felipe, and these are called ferreterias, like the Alaskan hardware stores. It is so cool to go in these because you never know what you're going to find. Stuff everywhere, but it's really cool to look around because you can tell how handy certain people are by going to their hardware stores and looking around, and there is something in here to fix almost anything. So I really enjoy looking around these hardware stores. I find them really interesting. The lights come on and off as you walk around, save money on electricity, but it's very cool in here. Here's all the building supplies, bags of concrete, your random feral perro. Hey. Yes, you're a good boy.
You're a good boy. Yes.
All right, we'll see if this fixes George's bike rack. I think it's got a pretty good chance of it.
Be close.
It's gonna be close.
Very close.
Lengthwise.
Yeah. But let's see. Oh, it's lined up.
Oh, good.
Kinda. Oh, it went in the hole. So yes. I think we'll be able to crank that down. I think we can make this work.
Okay, well, we got a bolt, we got a nut, we got some washers. Don't know if it's the long-term fix for this, but it might be a okay temporary fix. And we'll get to camp tonight and we'll mess around with it and see if we can make his bike rack work a little bit better. But now we're going to the grocery store, which is always fun when you're in a new country, is going to see what's at the grocery store. All right, we're at the Calimax in San Felipe, about to go on our first grocery mission. Mess.
Yeah, because you.
Okay, so it is so awesome looking around in here. There's so much cool stuff, and a lot of things are very similar, and a lot of things are different, as you might expect. But really, I don't find myself missing anything from home necessarily. I just find myself having all that stuff and then some new things to explore. Like right over here is where they make the bread and the tortillas. Oh, I forgot from last year how awesome all the cheeses are they have here. This is some really good stuff. One thing is common, you can get ramen noodles anywhere in the world. Camarones, shrimp. It's funny, instead of paper plates, everything here is styrofoam. Styrofoam plates, styrofoam bowls. What are these? These are brown, but they're still styrofoam. Boy, I don't see any that are paper. There's some plastic. And then as far as the disposable cups, they're all styrofoam too. Oh, here's some kind of solo type plastic cups. So that's a little different. I don't know if you can get that much styrofoam in the US. All right, there it was. A successful trip to the Calimax grocery store here in San Felipe. Got some good stuff. I'm excited. And I think now, even though we just got groceries, we gotta go find some tacos. It's taco time. All right, we found a taco shop. Didn't take long, about 30 seconds.
How do you? Maíz. Ah, sí, it's okay.
Ooh, yum, yum. Oh, look at that.
Carnitas.
Wow.
So what we have here are carnitas tacos and some flies, which kind of comes with it, but we'll see how this goes.
You can do it one-handed. Oh, bien. All right, we've made it to Punta Final. If you remember our video last year when we were here, we were camped just down the beach here at the Punta Final campground, which is a beautiful place. Now this area is just a great place to hit the beach, and it's kind of a nice stop as you're working your way south to some of the iconic destinations. But I saw some really cool spots on iOverlander and I thought we should check these out. So this is one of the free camps here. It is on this sandy beach. Coming in here, we put it in 4-wheel drive. We had it aired down to about 30 PSI. I think it was actually 25 in the front, 30 in the back. And I was glad I did, because there is some really soft sand here. I came down here on the beach, right along here on these tracks you're seeing, and George stayed more up on this level here where it's more in the rocks. That proved to be wise, because it's definitely better traction just slightly up than down here in the white sand. Now, a tip for you guys in your Sprinter vans, when you're in sand, obviously airing down is one of the best things you can do. And you can drop it pretty low. I'm a little hesitant to tell you guys how low is low enough, because it really just depends situationally. Here I was at 30 in the back, 25 in the front, and that seemed good. Although as I was in this super deep stuff, I was starting to think, man, if I get stuck, I'm gonna have to drop it down further. But you know, if you get stuck and you get in some really deep stuff, you might need to go significantly lower. The problem you run with doing that is you run the chance of your rim coming off the tire, and that would be bad. And that has happened to people we know. Once the tire comes off the rim, you can pretty much destroy not only the tire, but the rim too, very quickly. So you want to be really careful of this. Now, you should only air down when you're going very slow speeds. So as we travel around Mexico, one of the #1 rules is don't drive at night. We're going to follow that. And we are also going to try to be to camp by 3:30 at the latest. Right now it's getting dark about 5:30, and it's nice to get on into a camp, say at 3:30, because if you get to where you think is going to be a camp, and when you get there it's either closed or there's some problem or it doesn't seem good, it's nice to have that little bit of extra time to be able to wander around and adjust and go to another camp if you need to. And that's kind of how Baja time is. You know, we're here now. We are done with the racing around. We're done with the big days of driving, and now it's all about going from beautiful spot to beautiful spot, and staying out of trouble, right? We don't want to be speeding. We don't want to be running any stop signs. We don't want to do anything that would give a possible police or military a reason to pull us over and to hassle us. And if we just really mind our P's and Q's, we'll stay out of trouble. But I couldn't be happier to be back here at Point Final, and we're working our way southbound. So we're gonna enjoy the evening here. We're gonna cook up some dinner and relax and just enjoy the Sea of Cortez. And we'll be back at it again first thing in the morning. If you guys wouldn't mind, please take a second and hit the like and subscribe button down below. Also, if you want to take it a step further, consider joining our Patreon. The link is right here, and with that, you are going to not only get behind the scenes updates, more real time of what's going on with us, but you're also going to get access to our field guides, and occasionally we're going to send locations to some of our favorite camps. Now, this camp right here is one that I am going to tag, and you guys will then have an awesome free camp when you're coming down to Baja. This will be a place that you can just come right to, and you're going to have seen it in the video, so you're going to know what to expect, and hopefully it'll be a great night for you, just like it is for us right now. So consider joining. You know, a small amount really helps us keep our journey going and creating these videos for not only you, but everyone to enjoy. Thank you guys so much for the support you give us. We really do appreciate it. All right, so it's a beautiful evening here at Punto Final, and we are going to enjoy it and get on to some dinner and just taking this place in. We'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, travelers. We are packing up and we are getting ready to go, and we're stoked. Okay, Kathy and I have this long-term source of contention or what, but she picks up shells everywhere she goes, and I always tell her, where are we gonna put all these shells? We live in a van. And at some point, we end up leaving shells somewhere. Usually it's at her mom's house or somewhere like that where, yes, she can enjoy them later. But what'd you find this morning out on your hike?
Look at this beauty. This is an old man shell. I brought it for you because I figured you could relate.
Thank you.
It's very weathered and gigantic. Look, it's like the size of my palm. It's
Yeah,
pretty amazing.
it'll take up lots of room in the van.
I know. I thought you would love this. So it's a present for you today.
Yeah, put it under your pillow.
Under your pillow. It's for you. I wouldn't keep something like this. This is a gift.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. No, not my shell. I mean your shell.
All right, we're out of here. We're gonna push our way through this deep sand. We're gonna get back through the dunes, through some of the rocks, and back out to Mexican Highway 5, and we're gonna keep going south. Let's do this. As I crested over the sand dune, I quickly felt the van sinking in. Oh no, I've lost my speed. This is the worst case scenario in deep sand. As I struggle to keep the van moving, it starts bucking wildly, gripping for traction and then instantly losing it, each time digging itself a little deeper. Not all is lost. Before I resort to my MaxTrax, I have one more technique to try. This is a technique used in the Sahara where you turn your steering wheel back and forth. Each time, this adds a little sand into the hole that you're stuck in. And before long, I was actually higher in the hole than I was before. Then suddenly, I was able to drive free. As the van starts to move and gains a little momentum, it starts bucking wildly again. But this time, I don't let off the accelerator. And we escape this sand pit.
Well, we made it out without the MaxTrax. So good driving for Peter. Bounced our rig around a little bit, but we made it.
All right, we made it back to Highway 5. I'm so grateful that Kathy doesn't mind airing up.
Airing up, about to hit the pavement.
George too, he doesn't mind it either. But now, we've got about a 45-minute drive and we're gonna go get some tacos. I hope I see you somewhere over the horizon. Take care.
we gonna